Adaego and Obidike the Dwarf man. Adaego was born into a poor family, but fortunately for Chisom and Chinedu, her parents, her birth marked a turning point for our family. Their fates changed and their businesses immediately picked up. Immediately Adaego was conceived, Uloma, her aging grandmother, beheld her beauty and was scared for her granddaughter's future. She went to conduct consultations, and it was revealed that if action wasn't taken immediately, Adaego's beauty would be a downfall. And so, a curse was placed on Adaego by her grandmother. Adaego's beauty would not be visible to any man until she's at the ripe age of marriage and meets a true love. Then her beauty would begin to shine. As Adaego grew daily, so did her beauty, which was only visible to her parents and female villagers. Her female peers never understood why men never approached Adaego, despite how beautiful she was. One day, Chisom and Chinedu, alongside their daughter Adaego, went to the rice farm to harvest. But midway harvesting, Adaego began to experience severe abdominal pain and decided to return home. On her way, the pain became so unbearable that she had to sit down on a stone for a while. As she rested, a dark-skinned dwarf man with unkempt hair and beards, carrying a large amount of herbs, approached. This man was none other than Obidike, the oldest son of the village chief priest. He noticed Adaego's discomfort, and after some questions, he gave her some herbs, which instantly relieved her. She regained herself, and finally she stared at Obidike, and immediately they fell in love. Time went by, and the relationship between Obidike and Adaego blossomed, which also broke the curse Uloma placed on Adaego. Men from far and wide began to come for her hand in marriage, which brought a sense of pride in Chinedu, making him disapprove of Obidike's intention for Adaego. The relationship between father and daughter became strained as Adaego refused to end her relationship with Obidike, the dwarf man. When Chinedu realized how headstrong he and his daughter were, he decided to hold a competition where the victor would marry Adaego. This decision, Adaego had no choice but to agree, and so the competition was decided to be a race. And after vigorous testing, 5 men were selected. Amongst them was Obidike. As the race began, some of the men either got injured or were too tired to continue. Obidike and Uchenna were the last men in the race. Uchenna was originally Chinedu's choice for an in-law, as not only was he tall, he had the body of a god and a face every maiden admired. He was the son of a wealthy merchant, which guaranteed a promising future for Adaego. As the race continued, Obidike could not keep up as his legs were too short compared to Uchenna's. Uchenna, after some time, realized Obidike was far behind, meaning he could never keep up. He decided to take a break and rest as he was exhausted, and he was so sure he would emerge the victor. Unfortunately, as he laid down under a tree, he fell asleep. As he slept, Obidike slowly caught up with him. As Obidike got to where Uchenna was sleeping, he looked at him and continued to race. Eventually, Obidike won. When Uchenna, after resting for a while, woke up and continued to the finish line, he realized the race was over and Obidike had won. Tell me in the comments what you learned from this story, and as always, like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel, Elsa_Rhymes, to see vlogs and Videos like that. No decision is ever made calmly, especially about me. Sometimes, I wish they could get divorced, like I see on TV. Susan, my dad yells. I know that tone. He wants me to pick a side in the argument.